Now, 3 days after the rape and murder of 6-year-old Amantle Samane, and police are still on the hunt for the suspect identified by the community. The child's body was found in a rented home in Orlando. Newzroom Afrika's Mobile Madlala joins us now with more on the story. Mobile, it's another morning, another family in mourning, another child lost in our communities, killed in such a brutal fashion. What have you heard from the family this morning and details on the investigation and the manhunt?
Well, Iman, they're still waiting to hear if they do finally find the suspect. But the family was just kind of hopeful with the police having released the picture saying that there is a man that could potentially be used for investigation. So there is a bit of hope. But we know that the community is expected to be meeting with the family to see how they can assist. Where I'm standing, though, Iman, I want to show you, this is where the incident took place. This is where the child, Amantle, was found in this room, the rented backroom home where the suspect was said to have lived in. We understand that he was here for about 4 months, Iman, just 4 months. That's how long he had lived here. And we know that the community also, in anger, came and they actually said that they wanted to take out his assets out of this place. They went and burnt it outside. These are some of the things that may have also been used as part of evidence. We know since then these are some of the things that they had left behind, but also we know that the police then since then started cordoning off this area, and now the community is to meet the family to just discuss more in terms of how they can assist the family. But whilst we are at that, there is also a family that had rented out this household, and we want to bring them in to speak to us, of course, about how this has affected them. But also there's an issue of vetting, which is becoming a question, especially for the community, whether or not this family did right by vetting the person. And I want to bring in now the landlords to speak to us. Mendoza, you had just explained to us that the person in question had lived here for about 4 months. On the day mangabe nifika.
9 tenzakale wena mama ne. That day kwenzakaleni kufika abafana bayi3 la ekhaya. Bakokota lapha endlini, uThabo waphuma lapha endlini wababuza ukuthi kwenzakalani. Basho ukuthi no man lo mfana lona uphethe bambone andlulana nomntwana. So bathi bazobheka lo mntwana, uThabo wangimemeza. Ngaphuma ke, masiphuma salunguza la ewindweni. Masilunguza ewindweni sibona umntana lapha yana phansi. Sicekeze noThabo nalomfana oze nalendaba le. Ukuthola kwethu amahle ke manje lapho mama. But ngicela nje ukusenda nama condolences mina nomfazi wami noThabo sisenda ama condolences wethu ku family yakamahle ukuthi so sorry ukuthi man kube kanje yabona. Number 2 silenile ngevetting again ukuthi like umuntu momrentisela out the place, there has to be like, you know, something that will print ezo share information yalo muntu yabona. So usoseri ukuthi izinto zibe the way zingakhona. Nathi manje impilo zethu akusekho mnandi, akusekho the same. Umfazi wami naye yakhala ukuthi manje sekayasaba for impilo yakhe ngoba umphakathi sombona ngathi, you know, yena uvele wa rentela to this.
Yeah. And baba, obviously wonke umuntu ufuna ukwazi ukuthi lo muntu beka umuntu onjani. Nikhulumile namaphoyisa, ikhona indlela enisiza ngayo njengamanje ukuthi kutholakale lo muntu lo wenze nje.
Let's afisa ukuthi simthole lo muntu lo. Ibe simtholile lo muntu lo. Sizomuse e-police station. Manje ngalento azange simthole lo muntu because besimaketha yonke le ndawo la. Asimtholanga because sithole lo muntu lo asebenza naye la, lo achisa naye amalona amabhadla. Saza naye la ejardini ufika wathatha amaphoyisa.
Mina ngibhlungu ngalento yenzakele because nginomntwana nami intombazane and she's the only girl la ejaridini. So inhliziyo yami ibhlungu kulento yenzakala kuAmantle. Then ngiyacela nje ukuthi community ngathi inga understanda. Ngiyazi kubhlungu kodwa asicelanga ukuthi nathi lento yenzakala. Amahlungu ngaloko.
Siyabonga kakhulu.
Ukukhuluma nje into ewane yokugcina nomama. Like we would love to see a family yaka amahle nathi. Mara manje ukuthi sasaba nathi, but we wanna go to a family yaka amahle nathi sokhalisana nabo.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Well, Iman, briefly, the family that stands before me is the one that had rented out the space to the gentleman that's currently in question, the suspect by the police. And they're basically just saying that they fear for their lives, one, because the community is very angry with what has happened, but at the same time, they feel very sad about what had occurred to Amantle. So they would like to go to the family, but they are scared. And at the same time, they are speaking about the vetting, the importance of vetting, and just how they found Amantle, a very sad indeed state that they found her in, and how they're actually trying to work with the police to ensure that they can find the suspect.
Yeah, I think the issue of vetting is a big one, and it's going to relate to a number of other families who really, who let out their backroom properties. Just a very, very quick one, Mobile. Was there anything they could say about the suspect in question? How old, how young he was, what work he was involved in, things he might have said to them? What did they get to know about him at all, if anything?
Well, Iman, actually, let me bring in Umandoza to just give us that information some more. Baba monga sinjo sichazele ngesuspect ukuthi ube umuntu onjani esebenza apha enzani.
Lo mfana uPetman yazi bekumfana uright bengeke umcabanga ukuthi angayenza into kanje bekayenza amagate la enzansi la but yena noma bekangengena la young man bengeke ucabanga ukuthi this man would do such a thing efana nale.
Iminyaka
Bekana I think in 2000 he was born in 2000 so I think una 24 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Well, Iman, he has been described as a person that was building and making and welding gates, and this is his work that he was doing, and also the employer that they went to, they were working together on that. And he's describing him as a person that is over the age of, in his 20s really. He says he was born in 2000, but he deceived them because he didn't show that he was the kind of person that would do that. But of course, we do know that he's still a suspect at this point, and he's still at large. The police are still looking for him.
All right, Mobile, thank you very much for that really disturbing story.